I'm yelling. I might edit this. I might not edit it because I just did a little check. It's raining. It is raining hard. It's kind of getting in the way of me recording right now. But I think that it's symbolic. It's raining so hard I can't even really see out. I'm waiting to go in the grocery store. I'm trying to keep a train of thought so I could, get this message out. But the message, this ain't even really a message. This is something for myself. I've been recording videos, personal videos, for the past few months with the intentions of starting a YouTube channel, with the intentions of me expressing myself more, sharing my opinions more, because I do have conversations all the time that I do feel like need to be shared. And not just because I feel like, my opinion is better than other people's, but because I feel like I'm having real conversations and I love to hear other people's personal experiences and the things that they're going through. And with me becoming an adult, I turned 21 August the 19th this year, and I'm officially an adult. And y'all, I don't feel like it. I I only have like 2 real friends that I count on my hand. One a female, one a male, and a girl, a guy, whatever, and we're really close. I tell them a lot, but they're always telling me, they're like, Tia, you need to stop playing, you need to make your YouTube, you need to let people know just the information and the stuff that we talk about and things like that. They were like, I feel like people really listen, and they just tell me all the time, like, you need to record, you need to record, you need to record. And I sit out here and I play all day. Y'all, I play way too much. I never decided to really record a video. I never decided to record the video. Well, really, never decided to share the videos because I've been afraid of judgment. And honestly, nobody is in the position or place to judge me, especially concerning everything that we've been through this year. And everybody has a personal story. Whether it already happened, whether it's soon to happen, whether you're currently going through it, everybody has a personal story. And I think that's what 2020 has really been about for me. Now the rain is starting to calm down. I'm glad. Oh God. I feel like let's get back into what my friends were saying. They have been really supportive. That's one thing I can say. 2020, I have lost a lot. I've been through a lot, and I've experienced a lot, but in the same, I've gained a lot. I got my first car this year. The car that I'm recording this video in, I got my car this year. And let's thank God, because I had a dream. Like, for people who know me, I have a lot of personal responsibilities. In my family, I like to think that I'm a person that people depend on to get stuff done. So it's like I have personal time, but I don't have personal time because I'm always working with other people, trying to help other people out. Because, if you have a helper spirit or you have a really strong energy, people always come to you. You get things done, you understand them, you help them, you don't judge. That's something that I don't do. I felt I lost my train of thought. Oh, but yeah, my friends have really been supportive, and they just been like, Tia, you need to record, blah, blah, blah. I hope I haven't been repetitive, but I just haven't done it. Like I said, I was afraid of judgment. I was afraid of people like, ooh, what she thinks she doing, recording a video, da, 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 da. Just worried about outside forces. People who don't pay no bills, people who don't call me, people who don't check up on me, and people who aren't even in my personal life. Like, that's the sick thing about the internet. We be worried about what other people got to say, what other people are going to say about what we're doing with our life and the stuff that we're going through, when whole time they could be going through something, they're not sharing it. So this is my story. The story that I want to share is why I can't keep a job. Why I can't keep a job. Why I can't get a job. At the moment, I'm employed. at the moment I'm employed, and I have said this previous multiple times this year. I have said plenty of times this year that I got a job, I'm about to start working, I'm about to start stacking, I'm about to start saving my bread. I'm 21. I was a full-time college student. I graduated high school in 2017. I went to an HBCU for 2 years, had, you know, a personal traumatic experience that happened there. I left. Nothing against HBCUs, I just said personal. So I left there, and I ended up going to another school in the area, which is a PWI, and I'm just putting it out there or whatever. But I ended up leaving. Like, I'm not in college at all. I'm not in college at all, and it's been a full year. It is December 24th, and I remember going home December 13th, 2019. So I have been a college dropout or not attending school for a whole year due to, on paper, I would say financial reasons, because it is financial reasons, but I want to say it's bigger than that. When I was in school, y'all, I was miserable. I was going through stuff that I felt like I didn't deserve to go through, or just personal experiences that were hard on me. Making great friends, losing friends, meeting lovers, losing lovers, going through heartbreak, going through just stuff that happens when you grow up. Stuff that happens when you grow up, and the only people I was telling were my friends. And at the same time that I was going through all of this, I was losing the exact same people that I was turning to. So, and at the same time, after my freshman year of college, I actually started getting really spiritual. And I think a lot of people who go through something they consider traumatic, you know, I don't know what happens. It's like a spiritual awakening, maybe. I was already going through something, but it just got stronger. Like, it just got stronger. I couldn't run away from it. I started watching tarot readings. I started reading more. I started researching more. And I want to say I really started channeling, because I was getting messages and, like, you know, things coming to my spirit that were truly helping me, and they were accurate for what I was going through. And I appreciate it, because I'm still on that path. So summer 2018, you know, things started getting all serious. Then let's go back to a year later. So further on, I'm starting my spiritual journey. I'm really keeping it to myself. I still have always had a small group of friends, only they know about it. And I had this girl who was my roommate at the time. She was my roommate at the time, and I hope she's doing well. Y'all, that was an experience. I'm sorry for yelling, but that was an experience. And I think that was one of the first things that really hindered me from sharing who I was, because I've always been like a real open person. Like, you ask me a question, you're gonna get the answer. Not saying I'm upfront and rude, but just some people consider certain things embarrassing, and I just consider it real. If I just say it, if I say that I've been through this, or I don't have this, or this is that and the third, I never had a problem saying it or admitting that at times. But y'all, that was crazy. That was a crazy situation. But I bring that up to say that I'm on the whole topic of friends and me getting into my spirituality and things like that. And I know I'm taking a long time, but y'all just gotta bear with me. Just listen to the story. So I was being crucified, y'all, like crucified on the campus. Like, I had people come to me like, oh, you do voodoo? Oh, you're a witch, you're this, you're that, you're that. And I'm like, I'm not even doing anything, you know what I'm saying? So that had me feeling some type of way, and I still kept going. I still kept going. I still kept going. Spirit still kept reaching out to me. It was getting stronger and stronger by the day, and I didn't let that hinder me. But I ended up leaving school a year later, and I've been home. And since December 13, 2019, I have really had the personal space and the environment that I needed to grow in. I live at home with my family. You know, I'm blessed. I have a my mother is really good. She's not judgmental. Even though she doesn't, get into stuff that I get into, she still supports and things like that. She doesn't question. She's just like, okay, it works for you, so that works for you. Things like that. But, dang. I was supposed to be talking about me and YouTube. But it's still all together. So, basically, when I bring this whole YouTube thing back to my friends, for 2020, I have lost a lot of things, but I've gained a lot in return. I've gained a lot of knowledge. I've gained a lot of experience. And I've gained a lot of strength that I didn't know I had because I never had to apply it into these situations. In today's society, especially for the younger generation, I'm 21, I was born in 99. We post everything. We talk about everything, but we don't share the struggles. We don't share the hard things that we go through. We don't share the losses. Some people do, some people don't, But y'all, this year, has been what I want to call a struggle. It's been a struggle for me on different levels. I have not been able to keep a job, but I'm looking at license plates, I'm sorry. But I'm still being blessed monetarily. I'm still being provided for. I'm still being taken care of. And when I least expect it, Spirit is always coming through. Or somebody's always coming through for me. How am I tying this into me not starting my YouTube? Okay. In a capitalistic society, we value material things. We value the cars that you have, the person that you date, and the clothes you wear, where you work at, all of that. And with COVID-19, a lot of people lost the very things that they tied to their personalities. Me, I was already in a transitioning phase. My attitude towards employment, I've always been able to get really good jobs, even this year included. I've always been able to get really good jobs. I was always the type to be like, oh no, I'm not about to work here. No, I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to do that. Ooh, you won't see me up in here. Just stuff like that. I'm not judgmental, but I just always put myself on a pedestal to oh no, I'm not about to do that. And I feel like it hindered me because I feel like a lot that happened this year, we all had to really sit down and get ourselves together. People went through losses, people went through breakups, people went through transitions. But me, y'all, I've been fighting. I've been trying to get a job. I've been trying to keep a job. I worked at, where did I work? When the year first started, I had a little seasonal job coming out of school. And that lasted for seasonal, it lasted a month. I didn't work the month of February, didn't work March, didn't work in April. I was just living my life. I was going out with friends. Hanging out with people, just enjoying myself, never really worried about money. I had it. But I wasn't really making enough to where I could further my goals. I wanted to move out. I wanted to get a car because I didn't have this car at the time. And it was a whole lot of stuff. Going on. I ended up, my mom, she was like, you need to get a job. She never really pushed me and yelled at me and things like that. But she was like, I think you should get out the house. You should try and work here or whatever. And since I'm the oldest of 4 kids, I'm always around children. And I'm a Leo. So I ended up working at a daycare, and that was great. I met a lot of good people, and it was stuff was happening for real quick. I had a moment this year where nothing was happening. I was trying. I had countless journals, countless, candles, things that I was doing. I was just trying to manifest. I was talking to people. I was pulling up at these jobs. I'm like, hey, I applied. I'm calling them every day. No response. And I know Corona had just started and things like that, but I know y'all remember everybody posted them now hiring signs and we'll hire on the spot. But it was something was always keeping me from it. Or something was blocking me. Oh, y'all, my mama just drove past. I knew I should have went in the store. I ain't gonna say nothing. But, it was like something was keeping me from getting a job. Y'all, I could go on Indeed. If I could go on personal websites, I would show y'all. I don't know how many job applications I done filled out this year and didn't get not near response. And it was for jobs that were like, I know that I had the experience for, but then, you know, I just wasn't understanding. I was not understanding. It's like, I just wasn't understanding. Because I never had a problem finding employment before. I never had a problem making money or getting money. And I still wasn't having a problem getting money. I just wasn't getting what I felt like I needed. So I started working at the daycare. Y'all, I'm walking. I'm walking on my lunch breaks, like, to go get food. You know, and it's like everybody, they got a car and stuff. They looking like, oh, she about to walk. And it's the middle of the summer. It's hot. It's hot. And where I'm at, it gets hot in the summertime. So, who is this? Where I'm at, it gets hot in the summertime. So I'm walking, and I remember I walked out, you know, it's like my first or second day at work, and I started walking to go to lunch. And they're looking at me like, oh my gosh, you about to work or whatever, you know. So that was just something that, me being a prideful person, I never wanted to deal with it. I always had somebody come pick me up. I always had somebody come drop me off. Or at least I tried. And it just wasn't cutting out that way. So I started working. I ended up getting approved for my car. I finally got my baby. I could do a video on that another day. But I finally got my car. And it's like things are up. Y'all, I got money. I stopped working at the daycare. And I stopped working at the daycare. And I had got another job at a call center. Y'all, I had worked at the call center for one day. I worked at the call center for one day. Ended up getting a better job at... I don't work there no more, so like I said, I worked at the post office for all of 7 days, y'all. I don't like, and I'm not saying what happened at these jobs that caused me to leave, but it was like, I really just wanted to say spirit intervention. Like, it was like, I was like, okay, I got a new job, I'm stay here, you know, I have new bills, I have a phone, I have car insurance, I'm trying to save up so I can move out of my mama's house. Like, it was just something always happening. It was just something always happening, and I always had to depart from these new opportunities or these new endeavors or adventures that I was going on, and I just had to spend time with myself. I never worried about money. I was paying my bills. I was going out. I was traveling. I was about to turn 21, and it's like I was going through stuff. I was losing jobs. I was losing friends. I was losing people that I thought would be with me for life, like with me forever, you know what I'm saying? And it just didn't turn out that way. And I didn't try to beat myself up over it too much, because I was like, okay, obviously, girl, you are going through something. So I'm like, when is the light at the end of the tunnel gonna show? Like, when am I gonna get my big break? And at the time, I'm sitting here trying to, you know, find employment. I'm doing all of this, one, so I can move out of my mama's house, but two, so I can start my businesses. So I've been working on that. I've been crafting. I would be up all night online, looking at testimonials, praying, doing research, all of this at the same time. It's like I was on a routine. It's like I was on a routine. I was talking to spirit. I was getting the downloads. I was applying it to my life. I was doing everything that I felt like I needed to be doing at the time. And I just felt like I wasn't getting the breakthrough that I was supposed to be getting. So again, I don't have a job. I'm not at the post office. That was a toxic environment. I'll tell you about that later. I'm not at the post office no more. And actually, it's funny how it all happened. I like to think of it as me being saved, because I had always wanted to work at the post office for like a little while. Started working there. On the 7th day, it was over. Like, literally, on the 7th day, it was over. And it was completely unexpected. Like, I didn't have any plans on leaving the post office. Like, if y'all work there, y'all know how much money they make? I was going to be making cake for my age. So I'm happy I couldn't even work there no more. So I'm like, and it's crazy because after that situation, I didn't even feel bad about it. I left and I felt like a load was off my shoulder. So I'm still enjoying myself. I'm like, dang, I need to find employment. And it's like, I'm doing this and I'm still feeding into my business at the same time. And at the same time, I'm going through some type of personal inside spiritual transformation, you know? And I was spending a lot more time by myself. I used to be with friends and stuff like that all the time. Not anymore. And not just because of social distancing, literally because of what was going on in my personal life. And what happened? What happened? Where are we at now? My birthday came and left, and September came, still couldn't get a job. Like, actually, no, I'm lying. I had got a couple of jobs. I got like 3 jobs, y'all. They were like, you're hired. I will go pull up, or I'll get hired on the phone. Like, I remember one job I got hired on the phone. That shit did not even work out. Like, it's like I would literally get hired. They would be like, yeah, you're hired. There go 222 driving by. I would literally get hired, and it'd be like they would never call back. It'll be no response. Like, something happened. Like, my number changed or something. I'm like, I don't understand, you know? So I'm praying, and I'm like, Spirit, please tell me what is going on. Please tell me why I can't get a job. Please tell me, like, what's the issue? And I stated in the beginning of this video, I just got a job. Y'all, I was supposed to start 2 weeks ago. I was supposed to start 2 weeks ago, and they keep pushing the date back. So it's basically, I done went 20 whole minutes explaining myself, but what I'm trying to say is, you might have a plan, but God might have a totally different plan for you. Or it could be a gift or a talent that you have that you're afraid of sharing or expressing with other people. My personal reason was judgment. I felt like I was gonna get judged. Another personal reason is I felt like I ain't have enough money to I ain't have enough money. I just felt like I didn't have enough money to play the part. Like, I don't have my own place. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a lot of things but myself. And 2020 has taught me that that's literally all you need is yourself. Like, they put me in a position to where all I had was myself, except for my family. And they put me in a position to where I had to realize materials are not everything. Materials are not everything. And it's not gonna make or break you. Because I'm still living, I'm still breathing. I wish they would go. I'm still living, I'm still breathing, y'all. But it's just so much stuff that I got to say. It's just so much stuff that I got to say. I'm gonna edit this, I'm gonna go through. But basically, why you can't get a job and why you can't keep a job is because you're supposed to be independent. You have a bigger purpose, a bigger place to be. You have talents, you have gifts, you have words, you have thoughts, you have opinions that need to be shared. And when you're living in your truth, when you're doing exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing, Spirit will make a way. I have been provided for and taken care of this whole pandemic. Mind you, I said I have my family, but I have never once asked them money for bills. Y'all, I just told y'all, I have not been working all year. I have not been working all year. Practically. It's like I get a job, I won't even last a month. It's like some weird situation that happened and I got to go. So I need to stop being scary. I need to stop being scary. And I need to just post this video and I need to just share my message. And I'm sharing this because I know it's other people going through a situation similar to me. You got goals for yourself. You see yourself in a different city, a different place. You know, maybe with a partner, maybe not without a partner, with your own business, with money, just things that you see for yourself that you don't have right now. You gonna get it. You gonna get it. You gonna get it. It's gonna manifest. It's gonna come. Probably not when you want it to. Oh, and that's another thing. 2020 has taught me patience. Patience is a virtue because stuff has been happening for me at what I would consider the most random and unexpected times, but in perfect God's divine timing and perfect divine timing. Me getting my car, perfect timing. Me getting a little job just so I can have a check to pay for something unexpected in the next 2-3 weeks that I didn't see for coming. You know, divine timing, things like that. But girl, make that video, start that business. Go see the world. Don't let people, you know, be out here fronting on you, scaring you from doing what you feel like you need to do. Say what you got to say. Do what you got to do, you know. I don't even think there's really a message. I don't even know what this was, y'all. But I hope y'all get the point. I hope y'all get the point. You don't need, look at them. Let me block them out. You don't need to depend on nobody but yourself. You don't need nobody but yourself and God. And it's going to work out. And go do it. If you want it, you can have it. You can do it. And I can't wait to show this to my friends. Because they will be so proud of me. I've been playing around for a long time, but I'm done. Playtime is over. That man probably looking at me like she is crazy. Bye.